A 23-year-old in Lousville, Kentucky, uses a rifle to kill 4 people at the bank where he worked. Investigators say the gunman, Connor Sturgeon, was live streaming this attack before he died in a gun battle with officers. Good afternoon. I'm Lauren McCoy.
And I'm Liz Reyes. Lousville's mayor calls the mass shooting, quote, an evil act of targeted violence.
And shots were still being fired inside Old National Bank as police arrived. Ivan Rodriguez has this developing story.
Terrifying moments in downtown Lousville. Police say they received a report of an active shooter at Old National Bank Monday morning.
I got a call from my wife panicking that she was locked in the vault.
Caleb Goodlett says his wife works there.
Just a very traumatic phone call to get right at 8:30.
Shaken but grateful for the quick response from police.
Within 3 minutes of being dispatched, officers arrived on scene and encountered the suspect. At least 2 officers were shot during this exchange of gunfire.
Leaders praising Lousville Metro Police for their heroic actions.
Without a doubt, their actions saved lives.
We certainly saw, I think, the very best from them today.
A law enforcement source confirms the gun used was an AR-15 style rifle.
We believe this is a lone gunman involved in this that did have a connection to the bank.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says he lost 2 close friends in the shooting.
This is awful. Our bodies and our minds are not meant to go through these types of tragedies.
He's asking the community to unite around the families impacted.
You watch the news, you see everything go down. You think of how you would handle this situation if it arose within your family.
In Louisville, Kentucky, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
And after the shooting, President Joe Biden revived calls for gun control. And on Twitter, he asked when Republicans in Congress will act to protect communities. After the school shooting in Nashville last month, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise told reporters taking guns away from law-abiding citizens isn't the answer.